Hello, hello, check.
Hello, hello.
I repeat once again, kindly do ensure all of your mobile phones are on silent as we are expecting our guest very shortly. Hello. Requesting everyone to rise to welcome the chief guest and remain standing for the national anthem.
मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Please be seated. Greetings and a hearty welcome to the inaugural ceremony of the International Conclave on Media and Entertainment Law 2024, a collaborative effort of the Nuals Alumni Association and the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, Kochi. The title sponsor of this international conclave is Trilegal, media partner LiveLaw, and the inaugural ceremony is sponsored by Muthoot Finance.
Over the course of the next 3 days, we'll be exploring the laws governing media and entertainment industries in India with insights of international jurisdictions. We also look forward to addressing the challenges and opportunities arising from the convergence of traditional and emerging sectors, technological advancements, and evolving legal frameworks. Key discussions will include the implications of AI on content creation, distribution, and intellectual property rights, along with broader legal issues affecting the media and entertainment ecosystem. This international conclave brings together over 20 resource persons from all across India, 6 international resource persons, and 200 plus participants.
As we witness the fast-changing world of media and entertainment around us, this conclave serves as a crucial platform for dialogue, learning, and innovation in legal thought. We are truly honored and delighted by the presence of the brightest minds in the field here today as we embark on this intellectual journey exploring the nuanced interactions of media, entertainment, and the law. We look forward to engaging sessions, insightful discussions, and the forging of new ideas that will shape the future of media and entertainment law. Once again, a warm welcome to everyone. Together, let's make this conclave a landmark event in the annals of legal education and professional development.
To commence the ceremony, I would like to invite Dr. Leena Akka Matthew, Registrar, Nuals, to deliver the welcome address.
Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, members of the faculty, staff, alumni, and dear participants. The Nuals Alumni Association is organizing a 3-day legal conclave on media and entertainment law for the first time. We are very proud and happy that the Nuals Alumni Association is taking an active interest in enhancing the knowledge of our current students by exposing them to a wide variety of topics, by bringing eminent persons, speakers, and legal experts, both within India and outside India, to the Nuals campus. We are proud that the faculty coordinators, Sri Harias Nair and Dr. Nandita Narayan, along with their able team of student volunteers, have put in their unstinting efforts for the success of this program. It is my duty to welcome the esteemed guests at this inaugural session. I welcome Honorable Mr. Justice S. Sirijagan, Acting Vice Chancellor of Nuals, who will be delivering the presidential address. Sri P.S. Sridharan Pillai, Honorable Governor of Goa, and parent of an alumnus, Advocate Arjun Sridharan, will be delivering the inaugural address. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of Nuals. Sri Haibi Eden, guest of honor and member of parliament of our constituency, is present here to deliver the special address. On behalf of Nuals, I welcome you, sir. Advocate Sanal KM, President of the Alumni Association, is here to deliver the vote of thanks. I welcome Advocate Sanal on this auspicious occasion. Wishing all the participants a fruitful occasion to share knowledge and experience during the 3 days of this conclave. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your warm welcome. Now, I request Honorable Justice S. Sirijagan, Acting Vice Chancellor Nuals, to grace us with the presidential address.
His Excellency Governor of Goa, Sri P.S. Sridharan Pillai, Honorable MP Haibi Eden, other dignitaries on and off the dais, alumni, ladies and gentlemen. I don't propose to have a long speech of presidential address since His Excellency has to leave as soon as possible for his other engagements elsewhere. Alumni Association was until recently, till the NAC accreditation scheme of the UGC came into vogue, was only a private organization of former students of a university or a college. But the situation has completely changed now after the advent of the NAC accreditation scheme of the UGC. Now, the activities of the Alumni Association is one of the factors which is to be considered for accreditation by the UGC. Therefore, it is imperative that alumni associations of all universities and colleges be more active and conduct seminars like this so that the accreditation, they can contribute to the accreditation process of the university or college. We are fortunate to have His Excellency Governor of Goa, Shri P.S. Sridharan Pillai, for inaugurating this seminar. I used to know His Excellency as an advocate and as a judge. And I would say that his entering active politics is a very big loss to the legal fraternity. He was one of the finest criminal lawyers of our times. And his joining the bandwagon of the politics is surely a big loss to us. Today's subject is mediation and entertainment laws. I have very low opinion of today's media. I was forced to stop subscribing to newspapers from March 22, 2020 with the advent of the COVID-19 epidemic. Thereafter, I did not subscribe to newspapers again because every time we open a newspaper, all we get is negative news. That applies to TV news also. Everything they broadcast is only negative news. It is not only that, I was a victim of wrong reporting of court news by the media when I was a judge. It would be for the participants of this seminar to put forward new ideas to reform our media and entertainment law. We hope that the society will be very much benefited from today's seminar. With these few words, I remain and leave the stage to the other speakers of today. Thank you.
We express our heartfelt gratitude, sir, for those insightful words. As we move forward with our ceremony, we shall now proceed with the lighting of the lamp, symbolizing the dispelling of darkness and the spreading of knowledge. I request our honorable dignitaries on the dais to kindly come forward for this auspicious ritual. I would also like to invite Mr. Hari S. Nair, Faculty Coordinator of the Nuals Alumni Association, and Dr. Nandita Narayan, Convener and Assistant Professor at Nuals, to join us for the ceremonial lighting. I request the audience to kindly rise for the same.
Thank you. Kindly be seated.
President of this function, Honorable Justice Sri Sirijagan, Acting Vice Chancellor of Nuals, young energetic Member of Parliament Sri Hebe Eden, Dr. Leena Akka Matthew, Mr. Harias Nair, Advocate Sanal, distinguished guests, and my dear friends. I am extremely happy to attend this function. Since the starting of this institution, I was associated with this Nuals, and of course, Registrar Nuals told that my son also student in the second batch. Now reputation of this institution is also very high, and a matter today we are discussing regarding media. Media and of course media itself is an elastic term. Of course certain laws are there. Even then media laws are concerned, rights of the media section is concerned, different types of views are there. Even our parliament, first constitutional amendment, of course, related to the fundamental right amendment, right of the government or government machinery, that was the main subject matter. I am still remembering Schedule 9. Only originally 8 schedules were there, but 9th schedule introduced through that amendment. And reservation aspect also, some important thing was subject matter of first amendment. But I would like to say the most important thing was the government's attempt to restrict the freedom of expression guaranteed by Article 19 of the Constitution. I am not going to the merits and demerits of such an amendment. But the word media itself, of course we all know media comes from the Latin plural of medium. In practice, in the sense, television, radio, press, collectively it behaves as a collective noun also. That is one important aspect as the students you will have to. And media includes every broadcasting medium such as newspapers, magazines, TV, radio, billboards, direct mail, social media, whether it is included. Anyway, that's a grey area. I am not going to touch that aspect. Telephone, fax, internet, etc. So this subject is media and entertainment laws. Entertainment laws of course, I have stated so many things, and that is why an elastic stem, I don't want to go into the details. Of course, students and teachers of this institution, we can interpret in accordance to our changes in the court judgments and other things. Entertainment field is concerned, there are two important rulings, and on that basis, I am not fully agreeing with that, and that court rulings we will have to follow. And recently, regarding the media, Mumbai High Court, 1 week back, there was a judgment. That judgment is also somewhat controversial and not finality to that concept, that court ruling. There also you look into it. The crux of the decision is that, a division bench ruling is that, to decide a truth, concept of truth, the government alone is not the authority. Government can't enjoy such a type of conclusiveness, and other concepts also come into the picture, and that is why one set aside one of the proposals and proposed by a central government law. As a governor, I don't want to go to the details. But one thing is very clear. Still, as a student of Constitution and law, I am failed to understand why in the international field as well, when compared with the USSR, India, the right of the media is concerned. Just like power lines, our media concept is going under law. In 1791, First Amendment to the Constitution of USA, America, one of the important objectives is to give special rights to the press. For that purpose, the main three aspects were discussed, and through that amendment in the American Constitution, First Amendment, that was introduced and passed, and still it is continuing. But at the same time, India is concerned. Maybe Eden knows that I was a politician. Now governor is not a politician. But my ideological things are there in my mind. And I am bound to not to identify with any political party or political power. But I believe that there are two types of politics in our country. Gandhiji, after the independence, he was not associated with any political party. While everybody was celebrating the freedom, 1947, August 15, he was not associated with it. I am using the word associated because Gandhiji himself stated why I am not associating. Jayaprakash Narayan, in 1948, Nehruji invited him to join with his cabinet. Jayaprakash Narayan refused. No, I don't want to have any power. I don't want to join the cabinet. Then Honorable Nehruji wrote a letter to JP by calling him as Jayaprakash. In that letter, it is stated that your guarantee for the country, your dedication for the country during the freedom struggle also was an excellent one. I hope you will be the future Prime Minister of India. Then Jayaprakash replied, no, I want to serve the people. I want to serve the people through political activities, but I don't want to join and share the political power. In 1977 also, new generation may not know about all these things. There was a political change. After the emergency, there was an election. The political setup was totally changed. The party which was ruling from 1950s to 76, people didn't give mandate and a new setup came to power. And we all know, history students we all know that Jayaprakash Narayan's Sambhurna Viplava, the ideology, and it led to declaration of emergency. And he was as a mise detinue. And he formed an alternative to the ruling setup in India. And people's mandate was in favor of JP's political setup, even though he was not taken a membership of that political party also. Then everybody asked, "Sir, you please come and accept the prime ministership." But he refused, and he went to Patna and stayed there till his last breath. What is this politics? Jawaharlal Nehru, number one in the protocol system, whenever he wants to see Mahatma Gandhi, our Jawaharlal Nehru, first person in the protocol, went to Wardha Ashram and see. Whenever Morarji Desai, 1977, Prime Minister, holding the first position in the protocol, if he wants to see Jayaprakash Narayanan, always he was traveling to Patna and meet the Jayaprakash Narayanan. So protocol is not the final word, but people's politics, welfare of the people. And then I would like to say one more aspect. You all are law students. 395 article, last article in our constitution. What is that? It is a repealing provision. Repealing of what? Repealing of the parliament decision, British parliament decision, law which gave freedom to our mother country, that was repealed by our Constituent Assembly members, our forefathers. Why? One of the best judges I had occasion to see, Sri Jagan sir is here. It's a basic thing under General Clause Act and other things. If main law goes, subordinate rules and other notifications and everything should go. That is a general principle and law of the land. Still our land. That is a law. Even then, we repeal the law which gives us freedom, free India. If we have not done that, our freedom, we are all enjoying the freedom that would have been depicted as the gift by Britain, gift by British Parliament. To avoid such a situation, that repealing clause also introduced, and instead of that, first word in the Constitution, that is, who is supreme? According to me, be the people of India introduced. Supreme Court of India is supreme in some way. Parliament is supreme in another way. There was a fight in our in 1972-73 period. There was a serious fight in between this. The ruling party superseded 4 ministers, 3 or 4, subject to correction I am saying, 3 or 4 judges, because basic structure theory was introduced in our country. The ruling system was against that. And that is why I would like to say a discussion is needed. British Constitution, or there was no written Constitution, but American Constitution written, First Amendment was for given special status to media. Why Indian Constituent Assembly was reluctant to allow it? A special status may not be given. Why? If you go through the Constituent Assembly discussion, we could see Dr. Ambedkar and Jawaharlal Nehru, their view, only ordinary citizens under Article 19(1) or 2, that alone is be given to press. I am not expressing any view, my view in this meeting. Why Parliament Constituent Assembly discussion was like that? Why Ambedkar has taken such a view? Why Nehruji was taken such a view? But at the same time, I would like to say, before this auspicious occasion and audience, that our courts are concerned. Supreme Court judgment on the concerned subject. Always our Supreme Court, Apex Court of India, always given importance to press, and all judgments, whatever it may be, finally interpreted and given special bonus to our press. Even though there is no specific provision, special provision, all the main judgments on defamation and basic rights with respect to press, especially Indian Express case, Ramnath Goenka case and other things, we can see that. 1 decade back, 2 important rulings are there. One is Sahara case and other is Kasba's case. Kasba, a person executed by our country, an extremist from Pakistan, Bombay, that incident attack case. In these 2 cases, what is the finding of the Supreme Court? Supreme Court stated that, come to the conclusion that in the Mumbai attack case, 72 hours continuously medias are exhibiting everything, and people from Karachi and Pakistan, they were getting clue from this and giving direction to kill such a person, kill the other side, focus on the other side. All these directions were given by extremists from Pakistan to the Bombay attack extremists, including Kasab, and found that their word is that it is detrimental to the interest of the nation. Then they objected it. Their finding is to the effect that this is unfortunate situation jeopardizing the interest of our nation. But even then, in Sahara case and Kasba case, both ultimate verdict of the Supreme Court is that even then, there is a finding to the effect that it causes harm to the country, people. Even then, we may not restrain the press, and they themselves restrain in future with such a hope and expectation that both judgments were concluded. The rest of the things you will discuss, you will study. Then I am again going to the question, First Amendment is concerned. I am an ardent follower of Jawaharlal Nehru, not politically. A person who has dedicated his life for the cause of this nation. He sacrificed for the nation. And his personal view, of course, I stated that in the Constituent Assembly discussion, no special status plea of special status to press. In additionally, there should be a provision in the Constitution that was denied by Dr. Ambedkar and Jawaharlal Nehru and others, majority members in the Constituent Assembly. Then I can place you only for discussion purpose, academic purpose. Then this bill is introduced in Parliament, this first amendment. Jawaharlal Nehru ji stated, I am quoting with due responsibility, Nehru said, quote, "It has become a matter of great distress to me to see from day to day some of these newspapers which are full of," I am focusing on the next three words, "vulgarity and indecency and falsehood, not injuring me or this house, but poisoning the mind of the younger generation, degrading their," it's not for me a political problem, it is a moral problem. In 1951, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee was the opposition leader at that time, and he stated that you are treating the Constitution as a scarp of paper against Prime Minister. That view was there. Then from the ruling party itself, at that time, I can read, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee took the floor of the House and deconstructed Nehru's speech so convincingly that even Congress MPs gave them a big round of applause. Indeed, the next speaker, the Congress Parliamentary Party leader Renga, described it as one of the most powerful and eloquent speeches by the opposition leader. Mukherjee was nothing short of being Indian Edmund Burke. On the basis of this speech, even the ruling party's parliamentary members, they were depicted, the opposition leader, as Edmund Burke, in bracket, a great Irish statesman and philosopher. Renga declared another Congress MP, Tarkunde Bhargava, also asked Prime Minister to address the concern of Mukherjee raised about civil liberties. So this conflicting interest is throughout there. And other things I am not going in detail because a governor is not expected to go to the details of the power politics. Then you see 1970 to 75 in Parliament, there was a public demand by Mohan Kumaramangalam, senior Kumaramangalam, that a committed judiciary is required for the country for its development. An MP is there, he can also peruse those records. A committed judiciary, and Balram Jakar was the speaker at that time, and his comment also, why not we nationalize our press? Why not we nationalize our press just like USSR, Pravada, etc., etc. These types of, no, I am not blaming any political party. These things are part of the parliamentary discussion. Then in 1975, also, you see, emergency declared. That also I don't want to talk in this platform. But what was the most important thing? Restriction to two aspects are there. Suspended two aspects. One is press freedom, and for that purpose in 1976, three legislations were passed and a restriction was introduced. To the information of the new generation, I would say 75 to 77, if Deshabhimani Daily, mouth organ of a paper, or Manorama, Madhurabhumi, whatever it may be, if on that day, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, your edition work is over, then go to the collectorate, censorship office, we can publish the press. Unfortunate situation. Now nobody is testifying. L.K. Advani acts, and that is why we are enjoying this press freedom. So press freedom is concerned, it's plus and minus. Academicians should discuss, not politicians. Suppose I belong to A party, B party or C party. Party interest may be there, and subjective change may be there in the attitude. In 1951, even ruling parties, parliamentary members have got the freedom. Nehru was a great democrat. That is why he was given freedom. I don't want to make any comment. That is why law students, judges, all those people would come forward for free discussion, and through such a discussion, we can give more and more power to our press. And after 1977, restricting any newspaper, any media, I would like to say, no legislative change we can see in the arena of our legal system. Social media, I already mentioned before you that it's a gray area. Anybody can write anything. He is concerned. Of course, our system is, according to me, 80 to 90% a foolproof system. We can go there and other things are there. So just like you have entertainment laws also you have mentioned. That is why I am saying that entertainment laws, especially I have mentioned 7 or 8 items, this institution. I tried my level best to get something, but I couldn't get anything, any vague statement that social media is there. So we will look into that aspects, and our leaders are concerned, our political leaders including young parliament member, we will all try together, whether ruling party or opposition party or whatever may be, a clear picture may be given to the people, citizens of this country, for the purpose of getting a clear idea regarding social media field also. So in this inaugural address, there should be clear-cut legislative steps. Who will have to take initiative? I am not saying anything. Regarding social media, we should be more consciously, we will try to impose some restrictions in that field. It is a need of the hour according to me. And I am concluding, Dr. Ambedkar defined our media, and his view is that journalists should know the reader's need of truth. So if a paper is publishing, our option to purchase a paper, it is a product. 32 pages or 35 pages in Times of India and other books, its price is 8 rupees. We all know printing 32 pages, the printing cost itself should be more than that 8 rupees. So this is the only product in the world selling less than the production cost. Whether we are able to manage 20 rupees or 30 rupees newspaper, that also is a question. Then Ambedkar stated, journalists should know the reader's need of truth. So two aspects are there. Reader's interest also is there. In Malayalam, patram നോക്കി പകർന്നു കൊടുക്കുക. വായനക്കാരൻ എന്ന പാത്രം അതിലേക്ക് നിങ്ങൾ വിളമ്പുമ്പോൾ അവരുടെ ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് കണക്കിലെടുക്കാതെ പത്രത്തിന് പോകാൻ സാധിക്കില്ല. Who is the giver of truth? whether political parties alone, whether parliament alone, whether court alone, there also our Gandhiji's concept of truth is God is the basic concept to be followed by us. And finally, I would say journalism should be a profession and not a trade. Ambedkar's another view. Then coming the question, I don't know, when I had occasion to go through certain national law schools, I am not criticizing anybody, blaming anybody, even from our law schools. Of course, less than 10% of the students, they are going for practice. Difficulty I know, Sri Jagan sir also know, and that is why I am saying this is the pathetic situation. From the national law schools, those who are passing or eligible to practice, only less than 10% are actually going to courtrooms is the unfortunate situation. And regarding that aspects also, I am not mentioning anything. But journalism should be a profession and a trade. What is the difference between an employment and a profession? Palkiwala's famous view I am remembering. 3 aspects he stated. One is a profession, a job. In the job you are getting salary, taking your livelihood and other things are there. And in profession also, for your livelihood and other things, salary or money is required, whatever may be required. But 3 additional facts are required for a professional, whether a lawyer, an engineer or whatever it may be. According to Ambedkar, journalism should be a profession and not as a trade. Then coming the question, 3 important things stated by Ramjat Malani in an argument in Supreme Court. There are one thing is adherence to truth. Adherence to truth. Another aspect is that maintain a standard. A professional should always maintain a standard. And thirdly, innovation and hard work. For ordinary employment, we are getting salary, we are doing work. Of course, we appreciate that. If you want to be a profession, this also is required according to Palkiwala. In his argument, it is accepted by the Supreme Court also. And in such a situation, we, new generation for legal justice of our country, we should come to such a situation, work hard, and some of you, of course, you will become good lawyers in future. I wish all the best for all of you. Thank you very much. And I declare that this seminar is declared open. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for those profound words. Shri P.S. Sridharan Pillai is a multifaceted personality, a successful
We now request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to kindly hand over the mementos to our Chief Guest and our Honored Chief Guest as a part of our token of appreciation. Thank you, sir, for your esteemed presence. Next, we have the keynote address from our guest of honor, Shri Haibi Eden, Member of Parliament representing the Ernakulam constituency. Shri Eden's political journey is truly inspiring, from being an active student leader to becoming the youngest candidate to contest in the 2011 Kerala Assembly elections and now serving as a Member of Parliament after a resounding victory. Let's give a warm welcome to Shri Haibi George Eden. Sir, we invite you to deliver the keynote address.
The president of today's function, former judge of the Kerala High Court and the acting Vice Chancellor of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, Honorable Justice S. Sirijagan, His Excellency, Honorable Governor of Kerala, the seminar and the discussions and deliberations have been inaugurated by His Excellency Sri P.S. Sridharan Pilla, Registrar of Nuals Dr. Lina Akka Matthew, Faculty Coordinator Dr. Mr. Hari S. Nair, President of the Alumni Association Advocate Sanal K.M., distinguished guests of the dais, faculty, students, and friends of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies. It's a great honor and privilege for me to be a part of this very interesting discussion, which is related to the media and entertainment industry. I would very clearly mention this as an industry itself. There has been a paradigm shift in the entire system of verticals which we represent. If we look at the College, National University of Advanced Legal Studies, the second batch is actually coordinating and organizing this function. I used to live very next to the National Institute of Advanced Legal Studies when the first batch joined the premises of the family court. I believe the premises of the institute was in the family court, also the former boys' high school of Kalur. I was doing my graduation then in Sacred Heart College. So there has been a paradigm shift, as I mentioned, from the National Institute of Advanced Legal Studies to the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, where you have a very pretty campus and you have all the amenities, which is right now in Kalamasheri. Again, when you look at the political fraternity, like the Honorable the Governor mentioned, you cannot have a comparison with Pandit Nehru and today's political leadership. So there has been a shift in the political fraternity, in the academic fraternity, in the entertainment and media fraternity, and again in the judicial as well as law fraternity. I believe that there has been a massive transition. So sorry to say that I don't totally agree with the point the Honorable Governor have raised regarding the number of students who should be enrolling as lawyers, because the vast opportunities you have apart from arguing a case in the many different levels of court and the becoming a faculty, the fraternity is so vast that you have many different opportunities. You can have corporate, you can choose the legal system for many other companies, you can do a lot of research on many other aspects, you can make use of law in many different aspects. So I totally disagree on that point, not that just point, many other different political points which I wouldn't like to comment right now. But I think a lot of technology has been involved, a lot of sophistication has been involved. There has been a huge transition in the last many years. The comparison is unimaginable, right from the social media to the visual media, and the kind of platforms even the media companies use is unimaginable. I wouldn't disagree with the Honorable Justice, your acting Vice Chancellor, because there is no point in making a subscription for a print media right now, because everything is on your mobile phones. And every morning you can definitely, not every morning, every other second, they are updating their news. The media companies are updating their applications. I don't think there is no, and the news which you read in the morning in the newspaper would change after a couple of minutes and hours. So I think that is a huge change in the industry. But the kind of freedom they used to have initially, I believe that there should always be a Lakshman Rekha. There should always be a line of control for every segment. Even the media, I would say that there should be a line of control. But apart from that, the kind of sensitiveness involved in today's world is quite amazing. So if I'm speaking today, I should be very carefully be articulating what I say about anything. So I don't take the chance of mentioning any names or mentioning any cases, because it might confine to a particular community, it might confine to a particular section of people, which would hurt the sentiments of particular sections. So the media is also going through a very thin line. You have to understand the fact that when the discussions happen, the Honorable Governor mentioned about the judicial system also. I even have I'm skeptical when it comes to certain judgments. I have many different doubts of mine. I wouldn't go into detail of all those things, but when we look at our times, like the governor quoted about Pandit Nehru, I would like to quote something about Pandit Nehru as well. One of the famous cartoonists India has ever seen is Sri Shankar. So Pandit Nehru told Shankar, "Don't spare me, Shankar." This is one of his famous quotes. We have many political fraternities in our state and in our country, right from, we can see K. Karunakaran, for that matter, Sri E.K. Nayanar, who belong to two different political ideologies, but the kind of interaction they had with the media, the kind of openness they had with the media, the way in which both these leaders were attacked by the media was not something which we can forget. We can also see that every other media, yesterday was the birth date of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of a nation. I happened to see a video in Brute, which was widely circulated, when he first went to London, after, not as a student, after being a leader of a country, after leading a huge agitation, after when he went to London in 1934. The way he interacted with the Western media was quite amazing. The kind of discussions he had, the kind of company they shared was quite an astonishing factor. Tullal is one of the very, very old art forms of Kerala, which is a heritage of Kerala. Tullal is something which, if I walk into this room and if Tullal is being performed, the particular artist might criticize me on certain platforms. But I don't think Tullal is not being performed so widely and vibrantly as they used to do. Every other media, the sound of the media, the voice of the media, in the last many years, have been shut down to many other factors. I believe that that is something which would be a danger for this country. I believe that shutting down somebody's mouth, even if it is a visual or a print media, if it is controlled by certain lobbies, I don't think that would be good for our country. There are many such art platforms which are based out of Kerala and based out of India, not just art platforms. Even if it is a caricature, even if it is a cartoon, even if it is a political satire, even if it is a political comment made by a journalist or by a group of journalists, the kind of intimidation they have to face in the last 10 years or more has been something which have disturbed the crusty fabric, the secular fabric of our country. I believe that that should be more open. Everybody of us, including me or including the governor or including everybody who is assembled here, would be criticized by the media. Don't think that media is your friend. They would be criticized in many other different ways. And entertainment is a totally different platform in which these particular medias generate a lot of revenue from. And the scope of the entertainment world, or the kind of exposure a young person or an old person or the cross sections of a society get from the kind of technology we have with the internet's emergence, I believe that anybody in the world can see whatever you perform on an art platform in any different language you speak. It reaches to many, many different countries across the globe. So I think there is a huge scope for both these segments. It is correlated. It has a lot of restrictions. It has a lot of limitations. But again, in today's world, I believe that the media industry is a voice of the common man. I strongly believe that it is the fourth estate of a fourth pillar of a community or society. I believe that shutting them down wouldn't be of any good. As I said, there has been a paradigm shift right from every sector, every fork of our life. And media is also into a lot of technology, a lot of advancement, a lot of fake news, a lot of news which are untrue, a lot of news which even their companies have apologized for, but reporting first always becomes a priority when it comes to a certain sections of the media. This will be a very great seminar in the next 2 days, a lot of deliberations from the tycoons, from the people involved in the industry would be speaking to you, and I'm very happy to be a part of this ceremony. I believe that a lot of knowledge would be shared, a lot of perspectives would be shared. I believe that not just one, but every voice, every perspective should be discussed and shared in this particular platform. And I wish all the very best for the Alumni Association for organizing a very excellent program which was inaugurated by the Honorable Governor. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you for that truly insightful keynote address, sir. We now cordially invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor once again to hand over a memento to our guest of honor as a token of our gratitude and appreciation. Thank you, sir. Finally, before we conclude the inaugural ceremony today and move on to the sessions, I invite Advocate Sanal KM, President of the Nuals Alumni Association, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Esteemed guests and distinguished speakers, fellow alumni and friends. As we conclude this inaugural ceremony, the duty cast upon me is to have the vote of thanks for the dignitaries who have come here for inaugurating this function. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks personally as well as from the side of alumni to our chief guest, Honorable Governor of Goa, Sri P.S. Sridharam Pilla sir. Having known him for years through my friend Arjun Sridhar, he was the first person to contact and he was full support of this function. And duly he came upon and delivered a wonderful speech. Thanks for him being here inaugurating this function. I would also like to express our sincere gratitude to our guest of honor, Sri Haibi Eden. Being a voter of his constituency, I am proud to be a part of this meeting, and your participation enriches event and the spontaneous speaking capability we have already witnessed. I thank you, sir. Also, the heartfelt thank you to Honorable Justice Sri Sirijagan sir, the acting Vice Chancellor of this university, whom being the first person to support the whole idea when we pitched this to Honorable Justice. So thank you for him being a part of this throughout. Also, being the academic head, I thank upon Dr. Leena Akam Matthew, Registrar Nuals. I also thank the Hari sir. We call him Hari sir because he was being the part and parcel of our whole alumni meetings and everything. And he personally being there for making this whole event happen. Thank you, sir. I thank you all of the speakers and the panelists. Some of them have already been here, and all the stalwarts in this media and entertainment field are coming. So I personally thank them for being here, and I hope there will be so fiery sessions in the 3 days. So I thank them personally and from the part of alumni. So here are the attendees. I thank the attendees who are going to have the paper presentation in coming days. I thank them also. Moreover, without thanking our sponsors, it will be incomplete. I thank the sponsors for this event as it being a big ceremony. I also thank the students and the other coordinators who have sincerely been part of this event for the past 2 months. I thank them also. I also thank the alumni. Being a part of the alumni, I am proud of them. I thank them also. So, thank you once again for being here to celebrate this inaugural function. Enjoy the function and be part of this function throughout. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This brings us to the end of the inaugural ceremony. We thank all our distinguished guests, speakers, faculty members, and students for their presence and participation. I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Requesting everyone to be seated as we'll be commencing with the first session of the conclave as per the schedule.